Hello, welcome to my world, Neverland. I'm Lunchkatsu, and I'm new to Dinkum. I figured I'd make my first video about my lake. It's called NeverLake, and I'm still working on it at this moment, and I kind of want to show you how I build it and decorate it and stuff like that. But yeah, here we go. Alright, so this is what I got so far, right? I made a big hole. It's rectangular. What I did is I started building like little kind of like slopes on the side to make it look like it's, going down into the lake. And all the decorations of the bushes and the ferns and stuff like that were all inspired by like Japanese ponds and stuff like that. I've been to some botanical gardens, and I already, I loved it, so I figured I'd make something like that. So when after building the slopes and stuff, I started planting down the bushes and ferns because I think they're like the hardest and stuff, and I feel like bushes and ferns will be like the biggest fillers to make it look very green, so I did that back and forth over and over. As you can see, the little box on the side, it's a mod called Chunker, and it pretty much helps with like lowering and raising terrain. But most of all, because I built at the build limit all the way at the bottom, I needed to actually plant bushes and ferns at the baseline, so I could lower it. Example, this right here. And so you pretty much repeat the whole process. It becomes a very boring and long process that you kind of get burnt out, but in the end result it actually looks like really good, so I mean, maybe you could use this to help you out with your build and stuff. I don't know, but it is a long process for sure. So yeah, by the time you're done, once you go to sleep, the bushes start growing, and it starts looking more fuller and like very lively, But now I'm going to show you how I do these paths. So you might think that I plan out all my builds and stuff like that, but I really don't. Like with these paths, I wanted to make them like kind of wavy. So all I pretty much did was just kind of like dig a weird line. I didn't really like plan it out at all, but I try to curve. Well, I'm still trying to make the slopes look like it's coming down, so I'm going in and out with the slopes, and then eventually I just end up going back and like widening the pathway to where I want it to be, and so like I'm happy with it, After I'm done with the path and stuff, I will go back and clean it up, like destroying all the trash. If I see rocks I will use Chunker to just pretty much keep it, but like lower it down to the terrain level I want it to be. And then I will go back and fix it, make it look a little bit more natural if I can. So after I was done with like digging and stuff, I figured I'd use the jackhammer, because if I mess up with the pathways and I don't like it, I could like it'd just be a lot more easier than having to like actually, you know, break them with another tool. But for the path, I kind of did the same thing where I just kind of made a line. I didn't really plan it out. I just kind of went with it and, you know, fixed it if I wanted. I made it thicker and I fixed it, you know, to the thickness I want it to be. And there you have it. And that's pretty much how I make the hats and stuff. So after that, I pretty much, you know, used the dirt printer to just kind of, again, work on making the terrain look a little bit more natural. So I would bring it up a little bit on top of that. And again, like, you know, it's the same process over for those layers. Going back and forth and decorating and putting down grass and bushes and ferns and flowers. So here I wanted to connect the staircases coming down from the corners because I want people to come in up and down, you know, especially using the new diving masks. So I didn't do anything crazy or fancy. I just pretty much connected it like, I guess like a triangle, I guess, or like, you know, and then I made it 3 wide. I figured I might have to like adjust the terrain a little bit to make it actually come down in the future. And use ramps so people could go up and down pretty easy. And again, repeating the process again and again. So there you pretty much go. Like, it's actually looking a lot more fuller and, you know, greener and stuff like that. And I'm loving the way it's coming out and stuff. But at this time, I started putting down grass on flowers because I did not know on the new blooming update you can actually put grass under bushes and ferns because before the update you would actually break the bushes and ferns. So I had to go all the way back around and actually replant or like actually put grass down all over my my lake again. By the time I figured it out. Yeah, but it's looking pretty good. I mean, it's kind of coming out the way I wanted it to come out, but after a while I get burnt out and bored, so I put on Spotify because that's pretty much how I'm passing the time. So I play a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and some of this. But yeah, you get the point of like how I spend my time pretty much. So next was actually to start the inside, and I was gonna raise it up, but not too high. But yeah, I still want to do the same kind of, have the same kind of feel of like the terrain being as natural as possible, and just filling it upwards. eventually I did get to the height I wanted to get to, because I still don't want to fill it up too high, because I still, when I fill in the lake, I don't want it to, you know, I don't want the terrain to actually show over water, so I thought maybe this would be like the perfect height to stop at. And I would just go around just filling in the areas and stuff like that, so yeah, it's looking pretty damn good, I'd say. So yeah, so this will be the conclusion for this video. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the center part of the lake. I want people to have fun when they come over to my world and explore. So I wanted to do something interesting in the center, especially with the new blooming update. I want them to put on the diving helmets and walk around and, you know, have fun and explore. So thank you very much for watching and tuning in. Hopefully you tune in for the second video, which I will be finishing the lake and filling it in with some friends. Thank you guys for watching again. Bye bye.